Hey to my subscribers, and to those of you who are not subscribers yet, my name is Shakia and welcome to my channel, Locked and Loving It. In this video, I will be sharing with you some beginner essentials that I think everyone at the start of their sister locks journey should consider having. If that's you, stick around for more. As someone who has sister locks and can attest to being confused at the beginning of her sister locks journey, I remember being completely confused and not knowing exactly what to do with my hair besides washing it with the starter shampoo and braiding and banding and just going on day by day. But there are a few things that I think can be very helpful for those starting out. And these are items that I personally use on a daily basis and things that I've had since the beginning of my sister locks journey. Some of these items you can actually purchase on your own, and others you'll have to wait until your consultant gives them to you. So I'm going to start with the first item, which is the starter kit. This is what the starter kit looks like. For those of you who don't have sister locks yet and are obviously confused about what a starter kit is, it's a box that comes with a few things on the inside that you will need at the beginning of your sister locks journey. So I'm going to open it up and we can see what's inside. So the first thing, and one of the most important things, is a small bottle of starter shampoo. I'll show you what the starter kit bottle looks like, which is 4 ounces, and this is what the regular bottle looks like. So you get a bottle of starter shampoo. I want to say this lasted me about 2 months. And this is a shampoo that everyone is required to use at least the first 6 months to a year of their sister locks journey. And the box also comes rubber bands. I recommend using color rubber bands instead of black, just because black tends to blend in with your hair. You get this cool card which tells you about braiding and banding and reminding you of how to actually braid and band your hair and how to wash your hair. On the back, it tells you a little bit about the different shampoos they offer and which shampoo is best for your hair type after your hair has settled. So everyone in the beginning will be using the starter shampoo, but once your hair settles, which your consultant will tell you when that is, it says green tea shampoo is for tightly textured hair, the salon shampoo is for loosely textured hair. So this gives you an idea of what type of shampoo you might want to transition to once your hair has settled and you're no longer using the starter shampoo. You also receive some helpful tips for your sister locks. This brochure is just a summary on how to care for your sister locks until your locks have settled. So it talks about shampooing correctly, how to prevent excess moisture, and things like that. Lastly, something that's really cool, they give you this little cool brochure that you fill out and you can send it in and you will receive a free birth certificate. I still have my birth certificate, so I'll show you what it looks like. This is what the birth certificate looks like. It just has your name, your location, the date you got your sister locks, and your consultant. And there's a cool letter that they give you too from Dr. Joanne Cornwell, which is the owner and founder of the Sister Locks Corporation. This is something that you should receive from your consultant at the beginning of your sister locks journey. It should be sealed closed, should not be open. Yeah, so that's the first thing that you should have at the start of your sister locks journey, a starter kit. If you do not get one of these, you should talk to your consultant and ask them to hand it over. Now, this isn't something you need to get immediately in the beginning, but starter shampoo, a larger bottle. These are usually about $15 if you buy directly from your consultant. If you buy it off the website, it's $15 plus shipping and handling, which might lead you to like 22 some odd bucks. But the reason why I recommend getting a bottle early in your journey is because the bottle you get in the beginning is obviously only 4 ounces and it's smaller. And it doesn't last you that long. Number one, that's why. Number two, since this is a shampoo that is in high demand for those who are just starting in their sister locks journey, I've run into experiences where this was out of order on the website. Even though it doesn't take them that long to get this item back in stock, I would prefer to always have a bottle on hand. So you shouldn't wait until you run out of shampoo to try to buy a bottle of starter shampoo. So just make sure you get one either when you're close to running out or at least when you're halfway through your small 4 ounce bottle, because like I said, this is in high demand. So this is the 8 ounce bottle and this is the size. I think they only sell it in this 8-ounce bottle for people moving forward. Like I said, I think it's like 15 bucks. So you can find it on the Sisterlocks Marketplace. In a previous video, I show you how to get to the Marketplace, or you can ask your consultant who might sell the shampoo, or you can look for a local distributor who would sell the shampoo as well. That's also in a previous video I showed you as well. So if you have any questions on how to locate a distributor, you can just send me a private message and I'll send you the video so you can see. Next on the list, I recommend you getting an applicator bottle for your shampoo. The reason why I say that is because this shampoo is a very loose liquid. It's not like your regular thick shampoo that you can pour into your hands and it's thick and you just spread it over your scalp. It's not that type of shampoo. It's almost the same texture as water. So when you pour this into your hands, it's gonna be very loose. It might even run over. So I prefer to put it in a bottle like this. This isn't the shampoo. This is green tea shampoo in here. That's why it's green. But I prefer to put the starter shampoo in an applicator bottle. That way I don't risk losing any product because a little goes a long way. Take off the top, use this little tip to disperse on my scalp. You can find this on the Sisterlocks website. Your consultant might sell them, and they're on Amazon for like $2, I think. Next, I recommend a spray bottle. It's actually called a mist bottle, because with a spray bottle, you can't really control the amount of moisture that's being put into your hair. This is a mister, so it's very light and loose. So this is good if you just want a quick hydration. I use this when I'm styling my hair because 9 times out of 10, I don't need it to be soaking wet anyways. So this is great. This is also on Amazon as well. I think it was $14. Yeah. So this is cool. It comes in white too, so it's cool. Next, I recommend a shower cap, especially for my clients. I don't know about y'all other people, but my clients better be wearing a shower cap. We do not need our hair to get wet every single day. We just don't. So a shower cap is gonna protect our hair from any excess moisture. For those of you who like to take really hot showers and the bathroom is steaming hot and it's smoking, that is also moisture. Especially for those of you who think you're protecting your hair because you pull it up in a ponytail. I can't tell you how many clients I have that come in and the whole back row is completely full of slippage because it was getting wet in the shower and they didn't even realize it. So please always wear a shower cap. Next, a satin cap. I'm a little excessive with this, so I don't want you to think that you have to be as excessive as I am, because you don't. You really only need 2 out of the 3 of these things I'm about to show you. So for starters, I have a satin cap. The regular satin cap that everybody sleeps on. It's because it protects from friction, it protects from dryness, it protects from getting split ends, it protects your locks from thinning, and cotton is a very dry fabric. So all it does is deplete your hair of moisture. I have a large satin cap. I just upgraded. I started with a small, but now I need a large because my locks are longer. And this baby will do the job. Now, so I like to use a satin scarf around my edges so that they don't get too frizzy too quickly. But obviously this satin scarf doesn't protect the rest of my hair, so I have to back it up with a satin cap. Now, third, for those of you, including myself, who tend to wake up in the morning and find their satin cap and their satin scarf somewhere on the floor, under the pillow, or under the bed, we have to go through extreme measures to make sure that our hair is not damaged by our cotton pillowcases. So I have a satin pillowcase. I got this on Amazon. It was like 2 for $12. Yeah, so it works great. Obviously an extreme measure, but it's a good backup just in case you have a drunken night and forget to wrap your hair. Maybe you were too tired to wrap your hair at night. You know, maybe you just want to take a nap and you don't want to go through the excessive measures of a satin scarf and a satin cap. You have a satin pillowcase to protect your hair. There are times where I do fall asleep with my hair in a ponytail and I just have my satin pillowcase, but at least I have a satin pillowcase. But on a good night when I'm being a good girl, I tend to have all three. Next, another item I recommend you having is a chamois towel or a microfiber towel, which is this. Obviously, we just went through some of the reasons why cotton is not good for your hair, so that obviously goes for cotton towels. I think we're kind of at a stage now where everyone with natural hair is using some type of old t-shirt to dry their hair. That's perfectly fine. You can use an old t-shirt. You don't have to go out and buy a special towel. But I like to use chamois towels or a microfiber towel, and that helps absorb a lot of the excess moisture in your hair, but it doesn't leave any type of lint residue, and it doesn't completely dry your hair out. So these are great. Pick one, any one you want. Just make sure it's not cotton. This next item is for those of you who have issues with itchy scalp or dry scalp. Obviously, in the beginning stages, you cannot use oils. Some people do and they get away with it. They don't have issues with slippage. But for those of you who are not sure if your hair texture can handle breaking the rules, I suggest follow the rules. I used witch hazel, gentle relief for oily, irritated, red, damaged, blemished, or inflamed skin. It's a natural astringent for face and body. You can spritz this on your scalp. Scalp only, not your entire head. I put it in a little bottle like this and simply spray it as close to the scalp as I can, just to get those areas that are itching. You can use sea breeze as well. Last but not least, I recommend having extra rubber bands. In the starter kit, I think you only get like 10 rubber bands, which is not gonna be enough. So I have a bag, it's the old Ziploc bag of twist ties that I use to braid and band my hair. So I'm all out of like the color rubber bands, so I have clear ones. But after a while, the rubber bands started to become difficult to get out of my hair, especially with the curly ends. And they started to get tangled in my hair, and they were difficult to remove after washing. So I use these little twist ties, which are like scrunchies, but they're actually skinnier than scrunchies. Like this is a regular, I don't even know if you can really tell. Like there's a thick scrunchie and then there's like a thin twist tie scrunchie. So I actually use these when braiding and banding my hair. It's just better on my hair, and it doesn't rip my hair out, and I can actually reuse these. So I don't even have to buy more of the twist ties. I just take them out and reuse them. I hope you found this video helpful, and I just want to say that none of these items are required. You don't have to go out and buy any of this stuff. The only thing that's really required is using the starter shampoo. I can't stress that enough. And probably the satin cap or something that protects your hair when you're sleeping at night. But everything else is not required. These are all just my suggestions. These are all just things that I used at the beginning of my lock journey that has been helpful for me. So if you want to use these things, that's great. But if you don't want to, you don't have to. Just so you know, I'll be leaving in the description below a shopping list on my Amazon where you can purchase all of these items, except for the starter kit. That's something you'll have to get from your consultant. But everything else is added to a shopping list in my Amazon, so you'll be able to see all of these items and purchase them if you'd like. Thank you so much for watching, and if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Feel free to comment. Don't forget to subscribe. And if you want to be notified whenever I upload a video, hit that cool bell at the bottom. And that's it. I'll see you next time.